All right, we're back with Outgunned. Gonna be playing. I don't know. I don't know what this is gonna look like. I think this is like the least prepared I've been for running a game in a long time.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's all good.
But hopefully it'll be simple enough.
Yeah.
The more complicated like what actions you can do when and what double successes mean, the stuff like that. Like we'll probably have to be looking up rules and things, but
Yeah.
other than that, I mean, yeah, it's just a role playing game. Don't need to be scared of it.
No, it'll be fine. It sounds like a pretty simple premise too. So
yeah. So we are going to be playing Outgunned, and I think we're going to be running the little Project Medusa. What's it called? Little shot. I think
regen,
is
whatever. Not regen. Yeah, they call it an introductory shot.
Scenario. Yeah, introductory shot. It's possible. It definitely, given how long given the weekends are gonna play this, it's possible we get past this and then just have to make it up because I don't actually have the real Project Medusa PDF. So
Right. Yeah.
I'll either have to track that down or just make it up. So you guys are we're gonna begin with you guys sitting at a booth in that old diner that you said you're gonna meet Carter at. And this booth, well, the diner in general, seems like it's seen better days. The checkered floor is sticky. The large window shows the glare of headlights when cars go in and out of the parking lot. There's a sad rock song playing on the radio. This is probably like late 80s, early 90s that we're setting this in, as per what the game typically wants us to do. So no cell phones, no social media. But you may have some sort of like car phone or fancy cell phone or something. The smartphones, I should say. Carter, a trusted contact of at least one of you, probably just Josh. Josh's character is this guy is someone you've talked to in the past. He's an informant. He told you he would meet you here at 11 p.m. It's already past midnight, and the diner seems almost empty at this point. But there's still no sign of Carter. You're starting to get that feeling, Walter, that you get sometimes at the back of your spine. You're like, something's wrong. Like something. This either he betrayed us, or like you're like this is not going to be a normal informant meeting. What do we see from the two of you as the long minutes pass, crawling by in growing tension as you guys are waiting for either Carter to show up or you just give up and go off on your own? What do we see from the two of you as you're kind of waiting at this booth?
Kenny has his feet up on the table, and there's 2 empty plates, and the waitress brings over a third piece of pie. He's like, I think he's dead. I don't know, he's not coming.
Sorry, sir. We're all out of apple pie after that. Can I interest you in anything else?
I'm good. I think we were probably going to be leaving soon. He says, like, questioningly, looks over it. Sorry, bad names. Oh, it's not in the chat oh, there it is. Walter looks over at Walter.
Look, if he doesn't, even if he does turn up soon, I'll tell you what, I'm taking his lunch money.
I can get down with that. Works for me.
The waitress is scurried off to the kitchen at this point. It's getting to the point where I think the diner is open late, but it's certainly to the point where you're going to be the last people here, sort of a thing. But yeah, so you're just kind of like waiting for the guy, and I think eventually the diner door does suddenly open with a ding from the bell. And the waitress looks up at her instinct goes off. She's like, oh, new customer. And we kind of follow her gaze and we see a very disheveled Carter, clearly shaken, drenched with sweat. He's a deep wound in his side. And he
steps.
Yeah. he steps in, kind of clutching his side, and he catches your eye, Walter, and you just hear him say, "I'm sorry." And then he's pushed to the ground by a gang of thugs armed with metal bars, chains, and what looks to be bad intentions. One of them shouts at the waitress to get out. The hooligans have long hair, leather jackets, tattoos, and scars on their faces and arms. And they immediately push Carter to the ground and then immediately rush to surround you at your booth. What do you do?
I say, that's no way to talk to a lady. And I stand up and, get ready. Fisticuffs.
Yeah, the waitress screams.
Point my wrists at them.
The waitress screams and ducks behind the counter.
What is the legal limitations that I have to wait for before it counts as self-defense? Stuff it.
Yeah, and now we've entered a fight. So during combat, regardless of whether it's a shootout or a nice fist fight, there are 2 alternating turns. We have an action turn. The heroes are free to take any action they want and make the relevant action rolls. Additionally, all heroes can also take a quick action for free. According to the rules here, quick actions are stuff like grabbing or tossing an object, reloading a weapon, reaching an enemy who is in close range, or taking another quick and easy action. When you make your action roll, a hero can take any kind of complex action, including attacking the enemy. I have a feeling there's probably another section of this rulebook that I don't know where to look for it that details these further. But I think the basics should be clear enough for anyone who's played a role-playing game before. So they have, what do they have? Metal bars and chains. So I think they're rushing to surround you. Obviously, Walter, you have a gun, so you could try to shoot them instead of but I assume Kenny's gonna close the distance and just start wailing on him.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. I assume action turn happens first, or maybe it's reaction turn. I don't know if it
might depend on.
I think both of us were reacting pretty fast in terms of taking the initiative, but I don't know what there's a.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Let's see.
It might just be up to me. Because obviously if it's an ambush or a sneak attack, they're gonna get the reaction first, right?
Let's see. Yeah, I mean in this.
Yeah, what does this have? The example.
In the example, they're being surrounded, and I think they still. Oh, okay. He says, I step forward with my hands up to show them I'm unarmed. I'm certain we can reach it, and I don't even get to the end of the sentence. I try to sucker punch him, and the director says, okay, I'd say this combat begins with an action turn. So he's just deciding.
Okay. Right.
And it sounds like, yeah, it's just kind of if you're active about it, I guess.
Yeah, I would say they are rushing in pretty quick, and you guys weren't necessarily expecting this, but Walter has a gun, and I don't really see a universe in which he can't get a shot off before one of them, before they close the distance on.
Yeah, I imagine Walter as being nervous at this guy not turning up yet.
Yeah,
has already kind of grabbed out the pistol and put it in his pocket.
Yeah,
and so they sort of surround it, and it's just the gun is just still angled underneath the table, and I just shoot a guy in the leg.
Right underneath the table. Yeah, of course.
Oh,
okay, cool.
Also, I think when I mentioned taking damage earlier, I think I was thinking of the brawl rules where all your action rolls are dangerous, which means if you fail, you take damage, and that's how you know if they hit you or not, right? Mm-hmm. So it's you only do action rolls, I think. That's the difference. So it's just a kind of a faster thing, but
oh, I see. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Was just the expedited combat system. Anyways, yeah, I mean, I think I'll let you go first because for one, you have a gun, and also once I start fist fighting, I imagine I don't want to get shot, So
yep. So during an action turn, every hero can make a quick action for free as well as an action roll. A hero can choose whether to use their quick action before or after making their action roll. So just up to you, Walter, how you want to go about doing this. and then I'll look up and see if I can find. I have like 3 different instances of the rulebook open now on my computer, so I can.
Yeah, so there's
find
grab or
things that
throw
work
an
for me.
item. At least with the extra actions it talks about. Grab or throw an item, reload, reach cover, do something quick and easy.
Yeah. I guess some feats have quick action, full turn,
Activation,
or
yeah.
they have certain activation times.
I'm curious what it thinks counts as an action. Like, for instance, if I wanted to like set up something for, like, one of the thoughts I had was like I could grab a guy, flip him over behind me, and then Walter could just shoot the crap out of him while he's on the ground. But that's like a setup thing, right? And I don't know how to do that.
Oh, that's cool. The extra actions, what type of action it is depends on what kind of extra success you got. So an extra basic success, you get to do a quick action. An extra critical success, you
Right.
get to do a full action.
Yeah,
An extra
yeah.
extreme success, you get to do a cool action.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the main thing that Walter is doing is like shooting the guy under the table in the leg. But I think like my free action is like I throw the plate at the guy behind. What's your first name? Your character's first name again? Kenny. I throw like a plate at the guy behind Kenny just to give you like a moment.
Nice.
But yeah, mainly I'm just shooting the guy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very cool.
So this will be
what do you roll there?
Nerves shoot, which is 3 + 3 is 6. 6 pieces. Okay, so I've got a basic. Am I looking for a basic or a critical or what?
Yeah, what's their defense?
Yes, that's true. So these guys are not goons; they are bad guys.
Oh,
So unfortunately, you will need a critical success.
That's all right. I get a free reroll from Gunslinger because I am handling a pistol.
And there's range bonuses to weapons, right?
Yeah. My pistol is just 0, 0, 0 -2. So if I was at extreme range, I would have to have a penalty, but at short range, I'm fine. So yeah, I keep the 2 for that are paired already, and then I roll for the rest of them. So that becomes 4 of a kind. So that's not just a critical, it's an extreme, so it counts as 3 criticals.
Counts as 3 criticals? Is that how that works?
Yeah, each rank is 3 of the previous one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me check what extreme success. Yeah, so you're just doing. I see. What do they got here? They got shields. Yeah, defense critical. Okay. So you've done. So I think typically the way that this works for large groups, each of these shields kind of counts as one dude. So, yeah, I mean, you don't just shoot one guy in the leg. You like take out 3 of the thugs in this action. How does cool old Walter take him out? He obviously throws a plate at one of them, hits him in the face.
Yeah. And I think like the because there's a few of them, and so like I think just like I shoot one guy and it kind of cuts through the side of one guy's leg into the heel of another, and just like sends both of them injured at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they crash to the ground. Spray arterial spray. And yeah, I mean, I think that's probably how that goes. Is you take a couple and take a few of them down. Oh goodness. And then Kenny, you get to also do an action as well.
Can I figure out if
how much?
I'm reading the extra success section, and like it says, obviously, yeah, you get an extreme success, you can spend it at like 3 criticals. But does that mean you just do damage 3 times, or does it mean you get 2 extra successes that are criticals?
So as far as I know, based on what Josh just said and what I had read earlier, one type of success counts as the higher type of success counts as
Yeah.
3 of the previous.
Yeah, I just read that, but
yes. Well, so the way it works is the thugs have defense. Their defense is a critical success,
Right.
and so normally if you got one critical success, you would get down one of these grit that they have. But
Right.
instead, he got down 3 of the grit.
Yeah, I get what we did made sense. I was just trying to figure out because normally when you get extra successes, like if you were to have rolled extra successes on a different die, you take new actions, right? Is that not how that works when you break them down?
Well, he didn't get an extra success. He just got one.
Well, what he did was he took an extreme success and he turned it into 3 critical successes, which is 2 extra critical successes.
No, it just counts as 3 when you're doing a conversion rate. So it's just because the thing that matters here is that their defense is a critical success.
Right. I guess
he didn't get any extra.
My point is, if he rolled 3 critical successes, then he got what he needed and he got 2 extra successes, which he would spend. So my question is, when you break an extreme success down into 3 critical successes, does it not do the same thing?
I guess, but like and basically he just shot 3 people, right? Is what happened.
Yeah, I guess I was wondering if he was supposed to be using them to take more actions. But that wouldn't make a lot of sense, because then if he rolled really well on those, it would never end. So
yeah, exactly.
maybe that's not how it works.
No, fan the hammer.
Yeah. In terms of it's just talking about in terms of conversion rate, it counts as if you had gotten that amount. I think mostly for grit and stuff is what it's talking about. Like when you're attacking enemies and stuff, that's one of the primary reasons that it matters.
Okay. I was just curious because I didn't understand.
Yeah, I think mostly it matters when you needed an X amount of success for something, or 2 critical successes or whatever, and it's like, well, my extreme success counts as 2 critical successes. It's not actually more actions. It's just like it counts as X.
Okay. Interesting. All right.
That'd be my ruling as playing this game for like an hour.
That's fine. Yeah. Is there anybody else left?
Yeah. There's three more of them.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So then maybe like I split off to the side so that he has an easy shot at them, and then I engage the guys coming down the hallway of between the tables, and I think I will just like they had like pipes and stuff, right? They had weapons.
Yeah, they have chains and I think like crowbars. Yeah, metal bars, chains.
Okay. Then I'll just go in swinging, and I guess we can just decide how well that goes based on how I roll. I'll just start punching. So let's see what we get here. So I got 2 6s, 2 3s.
Yep. So as of right now, that's 2 basic successes.
Yeah.
You have any rerolls or anything you can do?
A critical success is 3 of a kind?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll reroll everything that isn't a 6 here.
So you always keep the successes. So your 3s will remain and your 6s will remain.
Oh, okay. Well, I actually kind of don't.
So you're rolling. Good. So you roll 2 dice because you've got martial arts. It's a free roll roll anyway.
Right.
And so you're kind of hoping for one of those 2 to match one of the existing pairs.
I just figure.
But also, if you do manage to pair those as well, you can rank them up. So 3 basics can count as a.
That's true. Yeah, because it goes the conversion rate goes the other way. So if you.
Yeah. So I can't get rid of my success.
Correct.
Oh, that sucks. I feel like I'm a lot more likely to get a 6 with 4 dice. Maybe not. Than a 3 or a 6 on 2 dice. Maybe not. Maybe that doesn't. Maybe that's not true.
But yeah, it's a free re-roll anyway, so you may as well do it.
Right.
Yeah.
I did get a 3.
Yep.
So
one.
So that's a critical success and a basic,
and 1 basic success. Yeah.
Okay.
So the basic success isn't going to deal extra damage because it's not a success at the right time.
What
so you could do the extra actions. stuff with that.
Right. So like I can take a quick action. Is there any mechanical effect to a quick action?
I think typically it's like, well, some feats have quick actions that you can do. But
Quick
mostly as
actions.
far as
You could do something like reach partial cover or something, and then that might give
Right, that was
like Caleb might give you a +1 to a later roll based on that, or your defense roll based on that. But yeah.
Yeah, so it says grab or throw an item, reload a weapon, reach partial cover, do something quick and easy.
Okay. Yeah, I can't think of anything quick and easy that would benefit me here, really. So I don't know, maybe so I guess I do.
You could grab one of their weapons.
I think I might actually be worse with them. Because
what I mean is just like so they don't have them, right?
Oh, sure. I mean, disarm somebody.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, sure. I can do that if that counts as.
I think so.
Because that's just what I mean. Like I don't know what counts as quick and easy.
Yeah. Well, it says grab or throw an item, so I assume.
Right. I assumed it meant like toss a magazine to somebody or something, right? Yeah, but I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. So I think maybe what I'll do is I'll just he grabs, someone goes to hit him with a pipe and he, grabs the bottom of their fist and turns it over and just like slams the guy's face into a table. And then, he kind of goes, they're kind of lined up because it's, I was imagining a counter and tables and kind of a walkway. And so then he throws that guy off the side and goes to fight the next guy. And as he's going, he just turns to the waitress and winks at her behind the,
there you go. That'll be your quick action.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So I think we do a reaction round, right? How that works.
Yeah, so you punch one of them, right? You got one of them out, and there's still two more. A couple of them are like, one of them is holding his face, having a plate thrown at him, and it's shattering his face. And then the other, honestly, I think maybe just for cinematic narration purposes, probably what happened is Walter throws a plate at one of the guys. You just like while he's holding his face, you took him out quickly.
Sure.
As just in helping him, and then Josh shot two of the others right as he described, where he shot one and then it like went through the guy into the other guy, and then they both collapse. And then and then Kenny, you go up to the other guy, hit him, and then wink at the girl. Cool. And then I think you know what? I think maybe the remaining two guys, one of them just like, this would just be part of their kind of like, just part of the narration. This isn't you having to react to anything, but one of them just like slams Carter in the back of the head with one of their metal bars and sends him tumbling to the ground. And then the other guy probably is gonna go for. Well, I guess they're moving towards you. That guy that kind of whacked him on the head and then is moving towards you guys. How does a reaction roll work? Did you?
So the difference is
basically they'll have an attack rating, whatever their attack rating is.
Yeah.
And then basically the difference is you tell us what skill we're rolling to avoid it.
Right,
I think there is a list somewhere of like what exactly the
it
gives an example.
Here we go. Fists and metal bars is brawn plus fight. Enemy shoots at you, brawn plus stunt. Enemy tries to crush or choke you, brawn plus endure. Obviously, they're just examples, but push you to the ground is brawn plus force. Throw tables at you is nerves plus stealth, which seems weird. You're hiding from the tables, not dodging them. Anyways, you're dodging the bullets. You're hiding from the tables. That's strange. Seems backwards. The enemies try to surround you. Roll nerves plus awareness. So yeah, you just say what they do, and then you tell us what we're rolling.
Yeah. Okay, I found that. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we'll say both of like one of them goes for each of you, right? So like, Kenny, one guy is hitting you with the bar, and then the other guy.
Oh. You kind of fuzzed out for me on the audio. Was that?
Yeah, same. I lost the mic.
Okay. Yeah, we can't hear you anymore, Caleb.
By now.
You're really quiet.
What's going on?
Sort of making a staticky sound, like it's not connected properly or something. It's like
Nope. Wait.
a little
bit fuzzy, but
a little quiet and a little fuzzy. Yeah.
I like touched one thing.
It's weird.
Still fuzzy. Still quiet.
It seems all right.
Okay. Weird. I'm not sure what was happening there.
Yeah, it's still clipping a little bit for me, but it's like I can understand you. It sounds okay.
All I did was touch the volume knob.
Weird.
Let me double check.
A neutrino passed through your
Yeah.
microphone, and now it's broken.
Test. Check. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay. Yeah, I think both of you roll brawn plus fight. They're just trying to knock you out.
Cool.
They don't understand that you're action heroes yet, so
they made the mistake of not knowing they're in a movie.
Yeah.
Scrubs.
And you'll need a critical success to defend against them.
Okay.
All right, got 2 basics.
Oh yeah. Oh, there you go. So
Nice.
critical
Yes,
and a
that's
basic.
3 ones then.
Yep.
Cool. Yep. So you successfully defend against the one attacking you.
And I guess I can do something free that I don't know that helps anybody. Can I
Yeah,
like?
sure.
I can't help.
Yeah, I mean you've got a basic, so if I roll 2 basics but not a critical, you could handle it.
Right, I can give you
one.
a basic if you need one. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I
Nice.
forgot about that.
Yeah, and I have 2 plus 2, so it's brawn plus 5. Yeah.
Oof.
Not so good. I am still wielding a pistol. Can I not kind of gun foo it?
That sounds like something you need a special feat for, my friend.
Yeah, there's probably like the counter, but for guns kind of thing, I bet.
Yeah. I would say probably not.
Mm-hmm.
You're not very good at this.
You might as well make it do a total reroll on that, right?
I can't. Unless I have a free reroll, you have to have a basic to risk.
Oh, that's right. You have to get a success in the first place. Can I give you a basic success so you can reroll? Can I only help you if you've got a success?
I don't know.
Don't know
it. Here, it's probably in the regular rules. Let's see. Double difficulties. Nope. Double difficulties took me a while to wrap my head around. As like halfway in between one and the other. Not that that matters, but I remember that confused me. Okay. Yeah, it just says you can use extra accent. It doesn't help. Reroll. Let's see.
Could I maybe get an extra die from my handcuffs, like latches hand to a table? Any other thing I can think?
I don't know if is that a thing where like you can get a die for gear.
You can do.
You can, yeah.
Situational bonuses if you want. Actually,
yeah.
Right. I don't know. That doesn't. It doesn't seem like it would be helpful in an actual fist fight. Like, it's one thing if you already had him on the ropes and then you handcuffed him to a table, but it's another thing if you're in the middle of fist fighting him.
I know. I am also handling a fist, so I mean, depends on how technical you be.
Yeah.
I'm still struggling to find. Okay, well, extra actions can also be used to activate feats, move.
Yeah, what does it say? You can. Oh yeah, here, help.
Okay, hold on. If you passed a roll of flying colors and one of your friends has failed, you can use one of your extra successes to lend them a hand, which is interesting. It says failed, so it doesn't seem to imply that. But so, for example, if you're both making a critical roll to jump, you get 2 crits, and you can use one to succeed on your roll, and the other grants success to a friend. Okay, but that isn't quite what we asked. Some pieces of gear or supporting characters can help. But that's it takes a whole action. Can give a +1 to a roll if they want. Yeah, so it doesn't tell me if I can give you a success that doesn't actually do it, like give you what you need so that you can reroll. It doesn't. It just says I can. It does specify that like if I did it twice, I can give you one and you'll succeed. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think? I don't have anything else to do with it. So I would give it to him if I can. Well, I'll give it to him anyways because it says when you're facing a dangerous roll, which this is, you can also spend smaller successes to do damage control. So even if it doesn't make it so he can reroll, or if he rerolls and doesn't succeed, he can still use it, I think, to take less damage.
That makes sense. Now, what page is this, by the way, David?
Well, the thing I just read about damage control is on page 76, but the other part was on page the top of page 73. It's in the middle of the extra success section, but it passes over to the next page, and it talks about if you passed a roll of flying colors, you can. But I read the whole section on it just now and out loud, and it doesn't really give me a lot more information.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. This I guess this kind of sets a precedent. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Because like, okay, so the order of operations is when can you do rerolls? I guess is the question. Like, it's just like you rolled, you got a success, you reroll because.
Yeah. So basically, you roll.
I'm curious when
you roll. If you've got a free reroll feat, then you can just reroll no matter what.
Yeah.
Otherwise you need a success, a base success to risk, essentially.
Got it. It probably works. It's probably fine if Kenny wants to give the basic success to Walter.
Cool. See, I think I block the first guy. You know, I wrap the chain around my fist when he swings it at me, and then I like kick the next guy in the shin so he trips a little bit, and then his swing is off, and hopefully,
that makes sense.
Hopefully, yeah. So I guess you have a basic success. How does that? That doesn't help you like matching though, right? Like it doesn't. You don't have dice.
No, I just
I'm not giving you
dice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, go for it then.
Oh yeah, that is kind of wonky.
Yeah, so it'd be just the same.
Well, you can still spend it to mitigate the damage, right? I assume.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, you can't.
Yeah, no, because I was risking it.
Lose it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the other nice thing about free rerolls is
3 grams.
Yeah. Because you
I see.
If you reroll without a free reroll and you don't get more successes, you lose what you had, right? That's how that works.
Yeah.
And then if you have a free reroll, you don't have to worry about it, which is why it's great. But yeah, so he loses the basic success I gave him by trying to reroll and failing.
I mean, I definitely want Josh to just get punched in the face here. I think that'd be hilarious.
It sounds like that's what's happening. So,
because I think it's basically right. Like they hit you, with. Oh, I lost this again.
I think it's based on their when they damage you. I think it's based on the difficulties.
What kind of attack they are.
Yeah. So critical is like I think 3 damage or something.
Okay. Yeah, they do a critical attack. So it'd be
Yeah.
whatever that is.
Let me see if I can find it just to be sure, but I'm quite certain it's 3.
Let
me see if I can find it just to be sure, but I'm quite certain it's 3. I think basic is 1 and quick is 3. Easy. Sorry. Covering grit. Nope.
Yeah. So if you fail, you'll have to lose some grit, but you can still spend smaller stuff to do some damage control.
Here it is. Yeah. Basic is 1, crit is 3, extreme is 9, and impossible is all of it.
Okay, so yeah, three grit, Walter.
Oofta. So I think what happens is, if you don't mind, I think I trip him, and then he just headbutts you instead of whatever he was gonna do.
Yeah, how does Walter? What do we see from Walter as he's clobbered in the head by this guy?
I think he definitely reels back, kind of touches the base of his nose, and there's a little bit of blood, and it says, "Yeah, that counts as self-defense." And then he just brings up the gun. He's just gonna shoot them lethally.
They call that justifiable or plausible deniability. I don't know, whatever the phrase is.
Yeah.
Reasonable cause.
Yeah, now it's action again. So yeah, you can certainly shoot him in the face.
It's hilarious.
I like it how you said that after you'd already shot them in the leg.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully this place doesn't have any security cameras.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. Technically, you could already argue defense of another because they've already lethally injured somebody else. True. So, they use lethal force on someone else already. And they are coming at you with dangerous weapons. So we're fine. What is my no skill? 1, can he bust out his legal knowledge? And
okay.
Yeah, whatever the two of you want to do then on your action roll.
Oh yeah.
Walter's shooting this guy in the face, I think.
That's the plan, at least.
Yeah, so feel free.
I will do so. Nerves, shoot.
Dang.
Ooh,
yes, you rolled it right off the bat.
Yeah. And I do get a free reroll, so I might as well do that and see if I get any more 4s.
Any more 4s, yeah. Oh my gosh. Well,
wow.
Take them all out for sure.
Yeah.
What is
Jeez.
that? What kind of
that's
is that again?
1. So 1. I forget the ranks of it.
Is that like an impossible success?
It's an impossible success, yeah.
Yeah. So 1 impossible is 3.
3 extremes, right?
So
extremes, which is 9.
9
criticals. Yeah.
That's silly.
Overkill.
Yeah. So I think that's what happens. Is he touches it, says, "Yeah, that's self-defense." Bam, 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 bam. Just
exactly.
head trots the ball.
Right, I was holding back before. I could have instantly killed all of you if I had wanted to. Yeah.
There. Now everyone's a little dirty. And I just, I'm going to head straight to our contact to see whether he's still conscious or not.
Yeah, so I think, you certainly killed all the thugs, but this guy, I do think you could do first aid or something on him to bring him back, or to keep him from he's in a bad state. Yeah, get him to a point either right now or in the near future where you could get some information out of him and save his life. So I'm thinking probably. I don't remember the skills in this game.
There's focus and heal. I assume it would be that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do you have what is your heal, Walter?
Total of 4 dice.
Oh, same. Okay.
You
know him, so it makes sense for you to do it.
I know that helping is a thing.
Oh yeah, I can give you +1 die if I use my action to help you, basically, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's probably up to the GM. Actually, it's so technically the GM chooses. It can either be whenever you're helping, he can either get +1. He can say that having the extra help makes it automatically a success, or he can say having the help is the only reason you're able to do it, so you don't get any bonuses, but you can roll. So those are the 3 options that he has.
Yeah, +1 is fine.
Okay.
So it'll be 5 dice then.
What was the
basic
difficulty?
It is a critical difficulty.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Can be done.
Yeah, I'll push it. So.
Better risk it for the biscuit.
Risk it for that biscuit.
That's
2 basics.
2 basics.
Yeah.
Close. I don't think that does anything though.
No, I don't think so.
I think you can basically say like it wasn't as bad as it could have been, but
right.
Actually, you can you push it again? Yeah, you can go all in if you want, right?
Yeah, could. I'd be rolling
one
dice and hoping it was a 4 or a 5.
But I mean, if this doesn't do anything anyways, I mean,
Caleb. Then the question goes to Caleb.
Right. Yeah.
With 2 basics, what would that mean for our friend?
Yeah, pretty. I think it would be the sort of thing where like he is stable, but you're not going to get any information out of him anytime soon,
right?
And so you'd have to like pursue a different lead or figure out something. Like they're all the thugs are dead. This guy is in critical condition, and so it'd be like we're back to square one with like knowledge of this briefcase, basically. But he is stable, and if you like,
technically, I didn't kill one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think essentially, like Walter's happy that he's not going to cark it. He like calls out to the the girl behind the counter, like the waitress, and says, "Call 911."
Okay.
There's probably at least someone in here who's not going to die. And then he like starts basically frisking through the dead guy's pockets, looking for a clue as to where these guys are coming from or we're going to, kind of thing. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. You can do like, what was it? Was it detect, or is that the clue looking skill?
Yeah, focus detect. I think it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it. We'll say another critical. That's what you need.
Mm-hmm. And I do get a free reroll when looking for clues.
Yep.
Nice
stuff. So 4 dice. Let's see if I can get more. I cannot. Just a basic.
Yeah, another 2 basics. Yeah, it's like one of those things where like, they didn't leave a convenient note of like my boss told us to do, like nothing convenient like
call
that.
This number when it's done.
Exactly. Nothing like that. And it really does feel like you're kind of on your own with this. I think maybe there is like maybe we say this. Maybe we say we're failing forward here. So like the one.
Well, actually, one thing I can do is I can go all in.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that
on this. So I might. I will do that.
Suppose you might as well if there's no lesser failure, right?
Yeah. So I'll just re-roll it as 4 dice again. And hope for 3s again.
Going out. Oh no.
I got 2 basics, but not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what happens.
But then you lose everything, right? Or no, is that only if it doesn't get better?
Only if it doesn't get better. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Once again, if you do not get a better result, you lose all previous successes. Okay, but you did get a better result, just not, or you got the same result.
No, I got better because
you had 2, right?
No, I had 1. I had 3, and 3. The second one doesn't count because it doesn't pair with the previous rolls. Like the 2 doesn't pair with the previous 2, and the 6 doesn't pair.
You only had 1 basic success. Okay,
they're all being re-rolled. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it isn't an improvement.
It's hard to tell a little bit.
Either way, you frisk through their pockets. They have nothing identifiable on them, but I do think
they have like keys or something.
And they probably drove here.
Yeah, they probably have keys to a vehicle of some sort. I was gonna say the one thing you maybe get is that the one guy that David's character punched in the face and didn't like actually kill, he's groaning on the ground. So like you could now like interrogate that guy if you wanted to. But yeah. Basically your only leads are like that guy and whatever he knows and this keys that you found in the what seemed like the main guy's pocket that you shot in the head.
Yeah. Kenny, do you have any skills to interrogate, or would this be me
I was looking for like intimidation, but I don't see that.
It's under leadership or speech, like smooth leadership
Oh,
or speech.
I've got 3 leadership and 2 smooth.
Yeah, well,
I could give
that's
that a
same
try.
as me. I can help, I guess, with
Okay.
so that's like the same.
It makes sense that
role
Kenny
I
would
would
do
have.
it though.
But first,
Yeah, what do you want?
while Walter's doing that, while he's frisking the guy, I say to the
Waitress.
waitress, I say, after you're done calling that number, call this one, and I slide her a card with my number on it, and then I turn around and
Do you want to make a flirt roll for me?
sure,
It's technically a skill.
it's true.
We could have this waitress be important later, and
Yeah. I got a basic. What was the difficulty? Sorry, I guess I should have asked.
yeah, we could say it's a basic.
Okay, cool.
Is this where we do a contested roll and see if I can flirt better than you?
And
Yeah.
we didn't derail for the rest of the session. Trying to
Turns into a dating sim. Anyways,
yeah, she blushes and takes the card.
Sweet.
She will remember this.
Then I turn around and I pick the guy up and start slapping him.
Just what you're doing here.
Yeah, he's probably fine.
Yeah, and I peer over your shoulder and say, "Oh man, did I miss one?"
You grab your gun up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm thinking
Right.
that another critical success is needed here. I think the game actually says basic to question them, but that was before you guys like failed a bunch of other rolls, so I'm gonna make it more difficult.
Okay.
The one guy who's remaining doesn't actually know a lot, so
Sure. You're not required to use the same stat that the skill's assigned to, right?
I believe you are.
You are?
Oh, really?
I think so.
I thought.
At least I assume so. I haven't read anything yet to the contrary.
I wanted to look at the examples, but I guess.
You'll find each skill under the attribute is paired with most often, but you can always use any skill with any attribute.
Okay, I thought so because I thought one of the defense options was like nerves and stealth,
Yeah,
which don't go together.
Yeah, page 46 in the PDF has that.
Okay, then can I use brawn and leadership since I'm
Yeah,
beating the crap out of
torturing him. Yeah,
Yay, torture.
the classic beat him up to tell us what you know.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
an action movie. We got 2 basic successes. Oh, I was gonna say that Walter, you were gonna give him a +1. Did you add that +1, Kenny? Because I assume you're helping, Walter.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, you said I had one more dice.
Yeah, if you didn't add from
I did
Walter's, that did not help at all. Very good.
So let's see.
You got 2 basic successes. But
Yeah, so I'll re-roll the other 3.
got a free reroll.
No, unfortunately, I have to risk the
Risk
previous
basis.
ones to do it. I got 3 dice, yeah. So I did get a 2 and a 1.
Hey,
So
there
I
you go.
got 2 criticals.
Two
Is that right?
criticals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, boys.
Very nice. I mean,
that do?
you can. Well, I mean, you critical is what you needed, so you
Right.
definitely he tells you everything he knows.
What can I do with my other one?
I don't know.
It does say you don't have to. Like they said, there's no problem not spending them, but I mean, it feels like a shame not to.
Yeah. Or you could give an adrenaline or something as well. The other option.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, take an adrenaline. That makes sense. You just beat up a dude. You're feeling pumped.
All right.
Yeah. I think
Nice.
right. So we do the classic scene where he's like, I don't know anything. I was just a hired hired muscle.
Mhm.
And he says like, what would be the leader's name?
Yeah, like I slap him and like, if you don't want to end up like your friends, you better start using your hired brain.
It's like Z's the one who knew anything. You shot him in the head. I don't got nothing. And then what's the last thing you say to like, actually get the piece of information out of him?
I don't know. Yeah, I think I grab him and I throw him at another guy. I don't know. They're all been shot in the head. I don't know which one's Z. And I'm like, well, you get it out of his head then.
Right.
Fish it out of there.
Yeah, and he's like on his hands and knees next to the guy's like brain matter.
Right. Yeah.
Right. He just says, okay. Oh, thank you. My wife got me some water.
Nice.
He says, he's closing his eyes as if he's like trying to remember. He's like, I think he mentioned something about a plane. Yeah, I heard something about a plane.
I look at Walter and with a meaningful glance. Does that give us any information?
Yeah, it doesn't immediately mean anything to you, Walter. So you might want to push him for more.
So yeah, I guess turn back and I'm like, I grab his hair. I'm like, where was the plane flying out from?
I don't know, but you're not gonna get it. It's a group of mercenaries. They're loading the briefcase on the plane right now. There's no way you're gonna reach it in time, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, well, where were you supposed to go when you were done, murdering people?
He hesitates and then he says, nowhere. We didn't have a rendezvous. And he's lying.
Yeah. Would you rather go to hell? Where were you supposed to go?
Yeah, he like glances up out the window towards like their like sketchy van that they drove up in or whatever.
Yeah.
And Walter, you see as you like glance out the diner window, you see that there's like a road map or something like spread out on the dash of the van. And so it's likely that they just had like their little route like pinpointed on this little.
Yeah, they printed out the MapQuest directions.
Yeah, they printed out the MapQuest directions.
Oh, great. Okay. Yeah, so I look back at him and smile like, thanks, buddy, and I just slap his head against the floor, knock him out.
And that's about the time that you guys hear police sirens.
Yeah.
So I assume you want to hightail it out of here?
Yeah, I look around at all the dead bodies and I'm like, man, Walter, it's pretty dark.
Yeah, it's getting late. Let's go.
All right.
I probably just jump in the van and
sure, just drive their van
with his keys. Yeah, and just go with that.
Sounds good.
Leave whatever vehicle you had behind.
I don't have an official ride in my character sheets. There,
I don't either.
You walked here.
I have just acquired one.
Right, yeah. What speed rating is our crappy van?
Yeah.
Okay, I just looked at the next scene. It actually says outside of the diner, they find a black muscle car with gold rims and a red skull. A red skull airbrushed on the hood.
Yes.
It's so extra.
It's clearly the thug's car, just what they need to reach the airport in time. Is what it's
amazing.
All right, so first you're gonna have to break into the ride, but it should be easy enough. I mean, Kenny just punches it or whatever, right?
Yeah,
so
but we have keys, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So you're fine. Yeah, okay. Or they can search the knocked out thugs to find the keys. There you go. Cool. Let's see. All right. Yeah, so you see like a private airfield is marked on their little road map there.
Wanky.
And yeah, you guys got to punch it to get there in time.
Yeah, I hop in the passenger seat like without asking if you wanted to drive. He just goes over to the passenger side, assuming maybe he calls shotgun. Like shotgun.
Yeah. And I just put in the keys and gun it.
Sweet. So the adventure here just basically says you get there. There's no other thug car is going to show up and attack you on the road or anything. We get a tense driving scene where the music is starting to pick up. You're trying to get there as quickly as possible, and you're running out of time. So you pull up to the private airfield, and you see standing between you and the runway. There you see a wire mesh gate, and then I guess are you just like barreling through, or are you stopping? Like how close do you get to the runway before it, like?
I mean, the guy said that would be too late anyway, so I figure I'm just gunning it. I'll just I don't know, but probably bust through the gate. Well, see.
Yeah. So
like, hey Walter, hey, there's a gate. Hey Walter.
Yeah. As you see the wire mesh gate, two guards start to come out from a little guard post and are like, stop, right?
Yeah, and I just turned to Kenny and said, "Not my car."
We
Okay,
probably
cool.
could do like a nerves roll or something. Just
Well, I was gonna say, so if you go straight ahead, you're gonna have to prove yourself here, Walter. Prove your driving skills while the guards shoot at you.
okay.
So they pull out their guns and start firing. Go ahead and you need a critical reaction roll, nerves plus drive.
No, let's try. Yep.
I'd like to spend an adrenaline and roll brawn plus fight, please. No, I'm kidding. Just get out and throw the car.
Yeah. I can do that for you. Let's see. I'll risk one of those successes.
Can I help him?
Roll the other two dice.
I'd use his gun and shoot back, even though I suck.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I do it anyway to be funny. I'm like, give me that thing, and I hang out the window. I'm like, ah!
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't think it helps anything though.
Okay.
Hey, there you go. Another basic success.
No, it isn't actually.
I think you re-rolled that one.
I was looking for ones and threes.
Yep.
Okay,
so failure here means, unless you have something else, the ride loses 1 armor, right? So you.
Oh no, my car.
Yeah, you get some bullet holes in the car. It's definitely
I like the idea that the bad guys didn't hit us at all, but I shot the car a couple times. Like when I started shooting, they ducked for cover, and then like a few bullet holes ping off the trunk.
Yeah,
I'm
you forget to roll down the window. You just shoot through the windshield, right? You're just like
yeah. There's like an antenna sticking out the back, and it flies off.
Yeah.
Shoot the spoiler full of holes.
Yeah. So you guys reach the runway. But it does seem like it's already too late. The mercenaries are done loading the plane and have given the okay for takeoff, but the cargo door is still open.
Drive into the plane.
So we are now in an actual chase, during which the heroes will have to try to get on the plane before takeoff. So the way this works, you have a need. You have a need of 8. Your starting speed is 1, which is the speed of your ride. Let's see. You need to fill all these need boxes.
So I believe what happens is
let's look up the.
We go through our turns trying to increase the speed, and then we defend against it. And basically, once we've gone through our attack and defense, then we add a number of need to that track equal to what our speed is at the end.
That makes sense.
And then we have however many rounds that we're trying have to fill that up.
I didn't read the chase rules, so I have no idea what's happening.
I think that's how it works. There was a similar situation in the video I was watching. I think that's how it works.
Yep, you got 8 need. Let's see. Yeah, Ride has a speed of 1. Let's see. Yeah, at the end of each turn, the heroes fill in a number of need boxes equal to their current speed. Okay, cool.
I'm going to be absolutely useless here, so.
So during action turn, the driver and the other heroes are free to take any action they think will increase their speed. Remember that speed does not represent the ride's absolute speed, but how much faster you are when compared to your opponent. As such, heroes can increase their speed by finding ways to go faster, like pushing on the gas or finding a shortcut, but also by slowing down their enemies. For example, by shooting at them or putting obstacles in their path. Let's see this chase. Yeah, okay. If a hero scores a critical success, their speed increases by 1. With an extreme success, speed increases by 2. With an impossible success, speed increases by 3. A hero who scores a jackpot finds a way to win the chase outright with a single outlandish maneuver or a surprising stratagem. If a hero does not score a basic success, the speed decreases by 1. Clearly, their actions have backfired. And then this is divided into reaction turns as well, right? So during reaction turn, the director describes the action of the opponents and asks all heroes involved to make a reaction roll. For every hero who fails the roll, the group loses 1 speed. And if that wasn't enough, if the driver fails their roll, the ride also loses 1 armor. I don't know what armor I don't know what the armor, or sorry, what the like total armor of this thing is. It doesn't really say. Here we go. Thug's car has a simple ride with a speed of 1 and 3 armor points. So I assume if the armor goes down to 0, the ride is destroyed.
Probably.
Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and start with an action roll, shall we? You're trying to, and it's probably like they signaled for the plane to just leave, right? And the cargo bay is just still open, and they're just starting to taxi down the runway, getting faster and faster, and you guys are punching it, right? As you got to get to the cargo hold in time. So, Walter, Kenny, what do you guys do?
I mean, what are you good at? Stats wise,
punching things.
Punch. Correct.
I also I have
unfortunately
really,
not good at punching it though.
Yeah, I have really good style. What does style do? Where's the skill list?
That's a skill.
Yep.
Smooth style.
What I can't. Where's the skill list?
So smooth style is you show style and elegance, clean up nice, or prove your artistic talent. So painting the town red with blood of your enemies would also count. But I mean, I'd probably say grab something so we can jam the accelerator.
I step on the gas because I'm stronger.
I think the idea here is that like keep the car going without either of you needing to.
I mean, I'll start off by just like actually driving it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But yeah, I'm basically saying to you, grab something so we can jam the thing on it, and then we can
work
both
on the accelerator.
On things. Yeah.
Quick! They have a bundle of money in the back.
Yeah, so I'll do a cool drive again.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, a nerves drive. Sorry. Well, actually, like how close are the guys behind me?
Should do a crime drive.
Behind you?
Yeah, the guy.
As in, like the guards?
Yeah.
Pretty close still. Like we've just started the chase, so.
Yeah. So I think maybe what happens is Walter like spins it around, and grabs his pistol and like fires out the front. So he's like splatting in the typical like action movie reverse to fire out the thing.
Nice.
Sure. Yeah, shoot the guards. Okay, sure. Yeah, you can do that. So just so that like there won't be a nuisance while you're trying to.
Yeah.
So what are you rolling there?
Nerves shoot.
Yeah, makes sense. No, man,
basic.
Not.
So one pair. I am shooting my gun, so I do get a free reroll. That's good. And looking for 4s.
Nice.
So we got 3 4s.
Yeah. So
nice.
Critical.
Yeah, great success. Yeah.
Very good. Yep. So I mean, I think you just shoot the 2 of them, right? The guards are down, and you've increased. What does that increase your speed by 1?
Increases the speed.
Right?
I think. Wasn't basic 1?
Basic's 1.
No, basic is no. Basic is you don't get -1. Critical success, your speed increases.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, well, we bump up to 2.
Okay.
How many rounds do we actually have?
Good question. Let's see, fourth action is what you got. We got 4 rounds. I'm not sure if I need to tell you that or not, but there you go. Freebie.
Yeah. I guess I'll wedge something under the onto the accelerator so he can do other stuff.
Have anything to wedge?
I'm in a car. I assume they've got something.
I think that's probably the role, is like to find the thing.
I've got handcuffs. I handcuff the accelerator to the floor.
Yeah, some sort of like what is it? What would it be to like search the car? I don't have the list.
Well, there's awareness and detect. I'm not good at either of them. I mean, if that's the case, I probably won't do that. If I don't have anything obvious on me to do it with,
it's you get to choose because it's our action roll. So
Right.
you could do something
Sure.
like brawn force to break off something and do that.
Oh, sure.
That's
Can I use
true.
my shoe? I don't know.
It has to be heavy enough, I think, right?
Well, I can just like shove it in there, right, and wedge it in
I'm not
beneath
sure
the
what
pedal.
that roll would be.
Brawn. I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
I could see like brawn force to like break off something,
Sure.
like a little, like maybe like break off the rear view mirror and just
We'll need
jam
that.
it down.
All right.
Sure, yeah, go for it.
Sounds good. There's trying really hard to be useful in this car chase.
Yeah. Two
I got
basics.
2 basics. So I guess well, that doesn't do anything, right? 2 basics.
2 basics doesn't do anything, but when you push it, you're only risking one of the successes.
Right.
So
right.
At this point, even
Might
if you
as well. Yeah.
re-roll, like you're not
won't
going
get
to
worse.
slow us down.
Okay. Cool. I got a 2.
3 2s then, right?
Yep. 3 2s and 2 4s.
All right, cool. Speed is increased to 3.
So, guess I'll use my basic success to, I don't know, look cool.
Sure.
Flick the headlights on and off, and no.
Oh, I turned the radio on.
Ah, there you go. Yeah. Yep. Starts playing like Metallica or something.
You got this, buddy.
Or AC/DC.
Yeah. Turn on drive music.
It's one of those call-in programs, and there's a lady going, "Oh man, we were just in a massive shootout in my diner."
I turn it on, and the police scanner comes on instead. I'm like, oh, yeah.
But there was a really gallant guy who.
Kenny's like, yeah,
that's me.
That's right.
You shot everybody in the head. Ah.
All right, cool. So at the end of this, the director fills in a number of need boxes equal to the hero's speed. All right, cool. So you're now at need 3 out of 8. And then we'll do reaction turn. So I think the reaction here is you see coming from the ramp of the cargo bay, a couple of like gritty mercenary types come down and like pull out AK-47s or whatever, right? And are going to start shooting at you. Let's see here.
I wonder if they did the need speed thing on purpose. Need for speed.
They did. They 100% did. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Oh, what am I doing? That's so silly. The intro thing has the rules for the whatever mechanic it's doing on the next page after the scene, and I've been flipping through the book unnecessarily. Okay.
That's nice that they have it there.
Yeah, so they're going to shoot at you. Each of you must do your best to avoid being hit. So probably, mercenaries shoot at you. Driver, you're going to react with nerves plus drive, and then David, you're going to do nerves plus stealth, because you're trying to like duck, right? You're ducking down in the cars to not get hit.
Trying to decide if it's worth punching the bullets.
Yeah, do counter.
Because if I fail, we get slower, right?
Good question. If the driver fails, the ride loses 1 armor. Additionally, whenever a hero, including the driver, fails a reaction roll, the ride loses 1 speed. Yes.
Do we also get hurt?
I don't think so. I think it's just for the chase, right? Yeah.
Yeah, this is more about the speed than it is the defense.
You have to slow down to not get hit or something, right?
Nerves drive.
All right, we got 2 basic successes.
2 basics.
What's the difficulty?
It's critical.
Yeah, I mean, I'll push it. I may as well. 2 dice and hoping for 1s or 6s.
Hey,
you have a 1.
All right, cool. Yep. So you're good there. You managed to dodge.
Yeah, I'll pass off the basic to Kenny.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you.
All right, nerves plus stealth there, my friend. But
I
at
need
least
it.
you won't lose completely. Bummer. Yeah, actually, how does that work?
So should I re-roll that since you gave me a basic success?
I think so, yeah, because I do think it, unlike the action roll, having a basic success does not like protect you from losing speed. If you fail this roll, you will
Right.
lose speed.
Then might as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Nope.
Dang it.
And so that's all that happens, right? It's like Josh, the ride does not get hurt at all. But you have to dodge and weave too much to make sure Kenny doesn't.
Yeah,
hit.
I'm literally we zoom out. I'm like, oh, and we see the cards going. So I'm like moving around, trying not to get shot.
Exactly. Yeah, so your speed goes down to 2.
One of the bullets hits the radio, and like you're trying to get it to work again. Like, and I'm yelling at you, saying to get down.
He was just about to say, "I'm hot."
Nice. All right. Cool. So.
Yeah, I mean, Walter probably then spins the car around and drives forward again.
Yep.
And probably just like takes shots at these new guys who are just as annoying as the last 3.
Okay, yeah, so you're gonna try to shoot him as the main thing?
Yeah.
Cool. One hand on the wheel, the other hand on your pistol. And of course, this is an action movie, so it doesn't matter that you're so far away from this that it would be completely inaccurate.
Although actually it does. Technically, his guns have range dice things, and he has a pistol.
Oh, true. Yeah,
but the range is
this is abstracted though for
sure.
Yeah,
for the chase.
And so I'm looking for 5.
The mercenaries are ducking by instinct. Even if
I didn't get any 5s, but I did get a critical success.
There you go.
Those 3 3s.
Dang.
All right, cool. So that increases your speed by 1. Right. So
nice.
The mercenaries are having to duck down. They can't put out the suppressing fire that they were doing before. And then David, what are you gonna
do?
Kenny's
do you have anything like? Do you have awareness or?
Nope.
No.
Nope, I don't have awareness. I don't have streetwise. I don't have fix. I don't have know. I don't have detect.
Until you guys get close here, there's not a whole lot for him to do.
Yeah. Is there a way I could use cool for something that's like keeping your cool? So maybe I can. I'm trying to think of a way that would help. Can I try and like?
I mean, you could just like look at Walter and just be like, stop, like, don't swerve, just drive straight ahead. Like, I can take it. It doesn't matter.
Or maybe like, maybe they start throwing stuff out of the airplane, and I'm like telling him, like calling him out, like, oh, quit, look out.
That is probably the next thing you're gonna do. So yeah.
I mean, if you're fine with that, I have leadership. Maybe I could do that. Or sure. Cool. I don't know. Whatever makes sense. I'm gonna flirt with Walter and make him feel good about himself.
I like leadership. Or you could do awareness.
Yeah, I have terrible awareness.
Yeah, leadership is fine.
Okay. What do you think? Nerves and leadership?
You finally get that makes sense. You finally get the radio working again, and you start blasting like an inspiring soundtrack, and then
there you go.
You're like, keep going, Walter, pedal to the metal.
If I had fix, that was going to be my role, was to fix the radio, but I don't. So
yeah.
2 4s, 2 basics.
Risk one of those.
Is it just always a critical difficulty?
Plus my basic is a crit.
Oh, I forgot you gave me a basic.
Yes,
cool.
Yes. There you go.
Sweet. All right, I'll just leave it there.
You gotta go. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. So we see Walter just like drive straight, and we're just going straight towards the thing, and
maybe like helping you stabilize the vehicle and stuff. And,
yeah. He's leaning out of the car, and you're just like holding onto the vehicle. You're like, yeah, get him there. There's a guy over there. Yeah. Cool. All right. Reaction roll. They are going to start throwing like random.
Do we get out 3, 4, or however many points?
Yes, you got to speed 4. Is there a max to speed you can get?
I mean, the car has a speed, but I think that's just your starting. I don't think
I think if you get up to like 5 or 6, then there starts being like dangers of it getting hurt. But
Yeah. Well, because the other thing is speed was also like a question of them being slower too, right? It wasn't necessarily how fast you're going.
Exactly.
So okay, yeah. So it probably doesn't have a real max.
So you have a need of 7 now. You literally just need 1 of anything.
Yeah.
Right?
So we just have to not lose all 4 of our speed
really
when we
close.
get there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're gonna start throwing out crates at you guys. Driver, you're gonna react with nerves plus awareness, and David, you're gonna do nerves plus cool.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Nerves plus awareness.
That did not do anything.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, 3 4s. Nice.
Yeah, I gotta say, I like the matching mechanic in this game way better than
Mag.
And yeah, there's just a lot more opportunity to actually get matches, and it's way more fun trying to like get as many as you can.
Oof, yikes.
I do not.
Oh no!
1, 2,
you got
3, 4, 5.
a straight flush.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta count for some, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Useless to me.
He's gonna leave
so
it there.
I think we do take hull damage.
Oh yeah, because you don't have a.
Oh right, yeah. The car's barely holding together.
Got 1 armor left. Yep.
The spoiler like flies off the back and we're
yeah.
All right. And then you lose 1 speed as well, so you're at speed 3. Not that it matters at this point, but
we ramp over some kind of piece of debris, and the muffler hits the ground and starts scraping and throwing sparks everywhere.
But like as you're slowly inching closer to the cargo bay, go ahead and do another action roll. You just need to make sure you get at least a basic success to maintain your speed. Actually, no matter what, if you fail, it's not going to matter.
We're gonna make it cool anyways. I'm gonna climb out on the hood of the car and jump in.
Go ahead, do it.
Even though you're gonna be right behind me, there's no point for me to do it. I'm gonna try to tackle the guy with the gun so he doesn't shooting us. All right.
I'm thinking bronze stunt.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's what I was gonna use. Or I was gonna say. Here we go.
All right.
2 6s. That's it. So 4.
That's really all you need, though.
Oh yeah, it's true. I just need to not.
Yep.
Lose points. Fail. True. There's no reason for me to risk.
So yeah, I would think you like haven't jumped on yet, but you're like on the hood of the car, like ready to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll just like nerves drive it and try and get us across the finish line.
Is my butt in your way now? Nice.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep. So
and a basic with that.
Let's see here. What does it say? Yeah, so you speed through the cargo door on the back of the plane. Yeah, so all the mercenaries in the cargo hold just get like clobbered by either the car or Kenny as he jumps off and just like punches them. The adventure basically just says if you win the chase, you like the mercenaries in the cargo holder are defeated as well. And so yeah, you guys are the poor car just like sputters and dies as soon as you guys get inside. But either way, you are in the cargo hold, momentarily safe from the other mercenaries that are undoubtedly on this plane. And you can actually finally catch a break if you'd like, which is a mechanic you can get grit back.
I give Walter a high five.
Walter definitely accepts it.
This almost feels like too easy though. I kind of want to not give you a break here because
I mean we're fine. I didn't even have any damage.
You guys are fine. I think we'll say there's no break because that's more dramatic that way. We've only gotten one person got any grit down. So here's a question. Do we want to stop there for now? It is 9, and I can keep going, but I know Josh, this is like really late for you that we're doing this. So up to you what you want to do.
I could do like another half an hour if everyone has time, but yeah, if you want to go, it's totally fine. This is probably a decent spot to stop if we want.
Yeah, we might as well finish up. Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Cool.
Yep. So you guys are in the bowels of the airplane. You'll need to basically, as we were kind of wrapping up the session, we basically hear like I heard something. Down in the cargo bay. Come on, right? And then like mercenaries coming to get you. So we'll go ahead.
And that's the end of a gaming session. So we recover our grit.
No. All right, that's fine. I forgot that's how that worked.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's funny.
I need to make this more dangerous. Like, you guys are too good at this game.
I mean, yeah, it does really give you a lot of
Yeah.
tools to succeed. Although I was basically useless during that chase, so it definitely has, your characters have strengths.
Yeah. Well, I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
Pretty.
I really like this
simple
system. I think it's fun.
Yeah, pretty simple in terms of the rolling mechanics. I know there's like other stuff that we didn't hit necessarily, like double successes and whatever else is going on there. But in terms of like the introductory scenario and like the way it kind of eases you into the different mechanics, that felt pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for next time I'll probably up to 6 a little bit. I'll probably add a couple more grit boxes to some of these enemies and stuff, because I think we could turn up the tension a notch here.
We also haven't had a well, actually, I was going to say we haven't had like a social conflict or anything like that, but I think we'd be fine in that too, honestly, because you have good stats and I at least have good flirt and leadership, and style, which is really the only one that matters. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually not sure when I'm ever going to use that, but I wanted to make sure it was at 3. So.
You got better flirt than me, which makes sense. I am a grizzled old cop. I don't know that.
Yeah,
I do have 1 point in flirt. Apparently,
nice.
being what's it called, being cool but distressed apparently means that you're good at flirting.
Oh, yeah, you're mysterious.
I would agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about your ex and the woman who left you is like really just so attractive to the opposite sex.
Yep.
What I tell all my friends: always talk about your exes. It's really good.
She's got to find a woman who's looking for a vulnerable man, and then it's exactly what she wants to hear.
Well, it has to be like something more tragic than that, right? You downplay that it was actually a divorce or a breakup, and then you're like, actually, no, she left me because I was too good at my job. Yeah,
right.
Whatever. She couldn't handle the dangerous
life. Got to garner sympathy instead of
Yeah, exactly. Cool stuff. Well, there you go. I had a feeling that like doing 2 players with Outgunned would be just fine, given how action movies typically go. This is like, unless we're doing Ocean's 11 or Fast and Furious or something, typically movies don't have like 5 protagonists. So
yeah, I think it works.
Good.
Plus, any game that does the like, when you're attacking, you can also get hurt thing, pretty much automatically allows you to self-balance stuff pretty well, because I mean, if your attacks are also their attacks, then the more attacks you make, the more damage you take. So it's like, I feel like it works out. Obviously, more people, you can spread that out over more HP bars, but still, I think that's a pretty smart way of doing things.
Yep. Felt pretty good to me. David, you said you weren't free next week. Is that what it was?
Yes, that's right.
Next is the 7th.
Not on Saturday.
All right, cool stuff. Well, there you go. We'll be back on the 14th then with some more Outgunned, trying out the system. I'm liking it so far. I definitely want to do like an Uncharted thing really bad.
Yeah, that would be great. I'm sure Connor would die for that.
Oh, I know. Yeah. As soon as I saw that they had,
I mean, all you really have to do is edit the scenario. So now there's a bunch of crates in the back of this big plane.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there just has to be some treasure.
Drop out of it and have to climb up all the boxes.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's literally, I don't remember where it is now, but that's literally a image I was just scrolling up and down in the rule book because that's what I do. And like without reading anything. And there's a picture I kept seeing of them literally basically in that scene from Uncharted where they're falling out of the plane with the car. Yeah, here it is. Before rolling the dice.
They know exactly what they're doing with the art for this game. It is all 1-to-1, like, this is just Indiana Jones, or this is whatever, like they're definitely
playing
into
for sure.
All the familiar images and stuff that we know and love.
Yeah,
but I definitely want to do the Outgunned Adventure one, which is like Indiana Jones, Uncharted. You're after a treasure sort of thing.
Yeah.
Really bad. I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it. We'll be back next time with more Outgunned. Thanks for playing, guys.
Yeah, thank you.